Hello, and welcome to another episode of GeekSquawk on Chicken Bros. I'm David Heath.
I'm Noah Jagers.
And today, we're mourning the loss of many, many, many heroes.
Keep in mind, if you haven't seen Infinity War,
Spoilers!
and also, do it. You cannot call yourself a Marvel fan if you don't... This is the culmination of the last 10 years of Marvel. If you don't see this, unsubscribe right now. Okay, actually don't.
Don't listen to him. We need subscribers. Don't listen to anything he just said.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about this.
Yeah.
You'll see why.
But if you haven't seen it, go see it, and please avoid this because they're spoilers. Oh, man. Where to start? I guess we should start at the beginning.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Oh, sorry, wrong beginning.
No. In the beginning of the movie, we immediately see Thanos. And
big, bald Thanos.
Big, bald, grimace-looking motherfucker.
Or Homer Simpson-looking motherfucker if you color him just right.
Yeah, color correction. And I gotta say, as far as CGI goes, they made Thanos look good. I can see where most of the budget went.
Yeah, and that ball sack chin of his.
And the bald-ass head that you hate so much.
Okay, here's why I don't like it. I'm used to seeing him with a helmet.
I am too. But I still thought it was cool. I like the fact that they're doing with Thanos what they should always do with villains, is make his motives make them matter. Like, he honestly believes what he's doing is good for the universe. And, you know, from anyone's perspective, that could be a hero or a villain. We're all just doing what we believe is right. But, although I don't know if mass genocide is the way to go. No. But if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. In fact, he hasn't seen it either.
Nope, I don't like the Thor movies.
But this movie picks up...
Thor in my side.
Wow. This movie picks up right where Thor Ragnarok left off, where Thor got all the Asgardians on that ship. When this movie opens up, half of them are gone. Half of them are dead. The other half, I guess, got away. Yeah, Thor and Loki are under Thanos has them cornered, essentially. He already has the Power Stone from when he decimated Xandar. And he wants a Tesseract from Loki. And, you know, of course, Loki's not going to do that without a fight. So who does he send in? Hulk! And Hulk has some performance issues.
He just couldn't do it.
No. Even though he gave it his all, he could not defeat Thanos in a fisticuffs. And, unfortunately, I'm skeptical about this, because in the movie, supposedly, Thanos snaps Loki's neck. Now, I've been hearing a lot of back and forth about, yeah, but Loki probably faked it like he did every other time. Like, yeah, maybe he did, but this one looked kind of real.
Yeah, okay. The first time I remember Loki faking his death, and this is from speculation and YouTube videos, it's when he falls off or gets thrown off the Bifrost. But he survived that.
Yeah.
But this is getting his neck snapped.
Well, there was another time in Thor 2.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, in Thor 2, this creature, who I won't go into it, but he supposedly stabbed Loki, but that was actually a projection, and Loki banished Odin, and then he's on the throne of Asgard disguised as Odin, and Thor doesn't know it until Ragnarok comes around, and he's like, I can't believe you did that again.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you done this.
Yeah, that's essentially what it was. And so Thanos gets the Space Stone from Loki and apparently kills him.
You'll have to pry this from my cold dead hands. Very well.
All right.
That was easy.
That was easy. The only thing the thing that makes me believe he's dead is like when Thanos said, no resurrections this time. Like, he probably knows he's dead, but he can't know for sure because he didn't have the Soul Stone. So Loki could have pulled something on him. And if Loki is still alive, my question is, where is he?
Hiding somewhere because he's scared of Thanos.
He's a little pussy. Then Hulk gets sent back to Earth. But
no. I don't know. Look, you're there. I'm not. Okay, so Loki got his neck snapped. by Thanos. But you know what's happened to him? He got the fuck slammed out of him by Hulk.
Yeah. If he could survive that, he could probably survive Thanos. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe,
Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll find out in Avengers 4, whatever it's called. But Hulk gets sent back to Earth thanks to Heimdall, who unfortunately gets killed by Thanos shortly after.
And Thor mourns his loss.
Yes, very badly.
His own brother, fuck him, but Heimdall.
Yeah. I feel like Loki's lost his chance to redeem himself. No. But Hulk gets sent back to Earth, quickly warns Tony Stark about what's going on, and him, Wong, and Doctor Strange all meet up together and try to stop what's going on.
And if I remember correctly, Wong had a beard.
He had a mustache.
Oh.
I think
Well, he had more hair than he had the first time we saw him.
That is very true. I love the interaction between Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. That shit made me crack up.
Science and magic.
It's funny. I love that bit. Like, what was, like, Doctor Strange's like, if we don't do our jobs, Mr. Stark, and Tony's like, what is your job exactly besides making balloon animals? Doctor Strange says, protecting your reality, douchebag.
Also, he's a neurosurgeon, so he gets his hands dirty, Tony.
Yeah. Well, Tony gets his hands dirty, but in a different way.
Not... Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. He should change it into ST Iron Man.
Yep. Speaking of Stark, I love that nanotech suit, which is essentially the bleeding armor suit. Bleeding edge armor. I love it.
Yeah. I'm more of a fan of the suit from Iron Man 2 that was like in a suitcase. That one I liked.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And like we said, Hulk's having some performance issues. For some odd reason, Bruce Banner can't turn back into the Hulk.
I think the Hulk's just scared of Thanos. Understandably, of course.
Yeah. I think it's because in Thor Ragnarok, Hulk said, "Earth hate Hulk." I think he's ashamed of like some of the stuff he did in Age of Ultron where he went nuts. I don't think he wants to come out because he's afraid Earth will again treat him like shit. Which I understand, and I think that's a good story for Hulk.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Who have we not seen since The Incredible Hulk?
There's a lot of people we have not seen since The Incredible Hulk.
Someone who can, convince Hulk to come out. Or
Betty?
Exactly.
You think they're going to bring her back?
They should. Unless she got, snapped.
That should. Well, we already gave the spoiler warning. Whatever. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have said this before I started recording. I was going to go through the whole plot of the movie, but whatever. We already gave the spoiler warning. No, I think that'd be interesting if Betty came back. They'd have to get the same actress unless they want to do that whole thing again.
Well, considering that they changed the actor for Banner and Hulk.
Yeah.
Because remember, in Incredible Hulk, it was Edward Norton.
Yes, and now it's Mark Ruffalo.
Who's a much better actor, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, yes. And then, during the first fight scene in New York City, guess who swings in?
Our boy,
Spider-Man
does whatever a spider can.
Featuring a funny cameo by the one and only Stan Lee. Do you remember his cameo?
What was his cameo in Infinity War?
It was the bus driver.
Oh, right, yeah.
What's the matter with you kids? Haven't you ever seen a spaceship before? It was so funny. Stan. And I love when Peter comes to the fight. They're fighting off that big guy. I just love how casually Spider-Man says, "So what's this guy's problem, Mr. Stark?" And Tony says, "He's from space. He came to steal a necklace from a wizard." And Spider-Man's just like, "Oh yeah?
Oh yeah? That's some weird shit. Have you seen my science teacher? Damn."
And then the ship takes Spider-Man up to it, and Spider-Man's like, "Mr. Stark, I'm getting beamed up." It was so funny. And I love Wong use a sling ring to get rid of the big guy. Tony Stark says, "Wong, you're invited to my wedding." A wedding that might not be happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then Bruce Banner calls to Steve Rogers' aid to try to figure out what's going on because he needs to find Vision because he's got the Mind Stone in his forehead. They gotta find that robot and protect that stone.